Alrighty, thank you everyone for being a part of us today. Welcome to the Leadership Standard with Bucci Law. Today is an amazing day, and we're excited to be here coming out to you live again from all our social media platforms. Please get ready, get ready. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for being a part of us today. We're going to do a countdown. Alrighty. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for coming. Hi, everyone. Thank you for being live again with us on the Leadership Standard. My name is Bucci Law, and I'm here excited to, share some few information about what's been happening in Nigeria, as well as the southeastern Nigeria, politically, security-wise, and all around. Right. So many of you have seen that there's been a lot of killings going on recently in different parts of Nigeria, and it's not getting the media attention that you would expect. All right, it's not the killings going on in Ukraine or the killings going on in other parts of the West. So obviously, you don't expect it to get the same level of attention like those other killings. But before I proceed, I'm going to ensure that the audio and everything else is good so that we don't have issues with some people saying they can't hear us or anything like that. But I want to also thank everyone for coming here today. My name again is Bucci Law, and as some of you may already know, um, I'm happy to tell you about the Leadership Standard. We are a growing organization that helps young people, develop their talents as well as their industry, and their portfolio. All right. So, well, but also we also talk about leadership and how the African economy, especially the Nigerian economy, is constantly failing young people in the areas of leadership. It's not giving them the right examples. We're not seeing the right models. All we're just seeing every day are people who are stealing and getting pardoned by the government after being, convicted of large sums of money. They just join the ruling party and ultimately all their sins are forgiven. And we have seen this countless times. And it's just a problem now because at this stage, at this age and stage, you would expect that the government of Nigeria would know, after they've said that they were going to fight corruption, you would expect that they would really be fighting corruption. But rather, they are pallying up with corruption, they are supporting corruption, they are playing their own role in ensuring that corrupt people remain in power. All right. And this is, the more things look like they are changing, actually they just remain the same. Nothing is actually changing. Everything is just the same. People are still suffering. Lives of people are being cut short. People don't know where they're going to get their next meal. Parents are suffering, children are suffering, they're not going to schools. Nigeria's economy can be a great example of how leadership or how an economy should be, but currently it's not living up to that standard, right? And that's the reason why a lot of people are asking for freedom. A lot of people are asking that they want to break Nigeria up into bits and pieces of nations, right? So everyone controls their economy and everyone everyone controls their economy and everyone controls their financial situation, and rather than depending on the government every time to provide them monetary value, they can actually provide that themselves. So that's some of the things we're going to be talking about today. But mostly, we'll be covering the issue of insecurity, right? Because you can never grow an economy when there's insecurity, right? We all know what happened in the train massacre. I covered it here, how lots of people were being killed, and nothing is being done about it to today. All right, some of these people are currently still being kidnapped. None of them have gotten their liberty. None of them have gotten their safety back. They've just been left on their own. They've been left to deal with their pain and suffering on their own. They've been left to deal with the cost of paying for, the ransom on their own. So think about that. How can an economy like Nigeria be so, so inconsequential about the lives of its own citizens? That can tell you all you need to know about Nigeria. All right. So without further ado, I'm going to share my screen and will be of importance to whoever is watching today. I want you all to know that there is something happening right now in Nigeria, and a lot of people do not know this, but there is a large, terrorists might have taken over Nigeria. Yes, there's a very high possibility that terrorists might have taken over Nigeria, and most people don't know this. But hopefully, people begin to realize that this is what it is. There's terrorists. Terrorists have taken over Nigeria. They know exactly where they are. They know what they want. They know who they want to be with, and they are currently right now, in the presence of these governments. They are there. They see them. They know who they are. They know that these people are very evil, wicked set of people. But instead of them to cut them off, they are rather supporting them with everything that they have. Right? I don't take it from me. If you like, you don't have to take my word. All right. I'm just one man, things that I have seen. All right. You don't have to believe me. All you need to believe are when you see the news, then you understand that this is happening. And the fact that it's happening in one part of Nigeria doesn't necessarily mean that it cannot transpire into other parts of Nigeria. So don't be confused. Okay, there are some things that are happening right now in Nigeria that didn't happen some years ago, but now it's common, right? How do we explain how ISWAP fighters kill 17-year-old vigilante and abduct 6 girls in Chibok? This is the same Chibok where they were like, bring back our girls. They are still not back, right? Some of these girls are still missing. That is exactly what happened. And I want us to not forget that, this same government has its hands in some of the killings going on in some parts of Southeast Nigeria. We've seen horrifying videos. I can't even play some of these videos here because of how bad and sad it is, of governments going into people's homes, the Nigerian military going into people's homes and, literally shooting at them right in their homes and burning down properties in Olu. All right. All you need to do is just go on Twitter and type Olu, and you'll see some of the most horrific things that you've ever experienced. And I keep asking myself that, to what end? When would all of this be over? All right. These things have been going on for so long. The ISWAP, Islamic State of West African Province, they are in Nigeria right now. And they're already getting their own fortification. They're killing people in Borno State. They're killing people in Niger State. They're killing people everywhere. And they are kidnapping people, requesting for ransom, requesting for government assistance. That is what they've been playing. This is the game they've been playing for so long. And I want everyone to know that the Nigerian government is really not doing so much about this. Because how do you explain why they would go ahead and still pardon these people? They know that some of these people are criminals and terrorists, but yet they still pardon them. They still change their name from terrorists to bandits. Think about that. That alone should tell you everything you need to know. And as people are having fun in Nigeria, they should be very careful, because this fun that they think they're having in Nigeria might come to an end soon. Now, this is another story I want you to see. 5 wedding guests were abducted in Anambra State by unknown gunmen. All right. Now, this is Anambra State. This is now in the southeast. These people are currently in Anambra State right now. Most people don't know this, but they are in the farms right now. This This terrorist, these Fulani headsmen, they are currently in Anambra State right now. They are all over the place. Some of them are hiding under the guise of unknown gunmen. Some of them are the unknown gunmen, but they are currently in Anambra State right now. And now they have started going into wedding events. Can you imagine? They are going to wedding events. They are abducting people in wedding events. Like nowhere is safe. Nowhere in Nigeria is safe. How do you grow an economy when people are not safe? The first place you look at in growing any economy is the security of the place. If there is no security, people will not invest, right? You cannot tell people to come back from wherever they are, whether it's in the diaspora, to come back and invest in Nigeria, and there is no security, right? So the only people that are currently holding down the economy of Nigeria right now are the Igbo people. The Igbo people, the Biafran people are the ones that are supporting the economy of Nigeria because of the small and medium businesses that they have. That is what drives the economy. Most people think that it's all these big businesses. No, the things that drive an economy are the small businesses. Those mommy and daddy stores, those petty stores are everywhere. They're the ones that drive the economy. The woman who's selling gari in the market, the woman who's selling beans in the market, the woman who's selling tomatoes in the market, the man who has a shop in Computer Village, the one who has a shop in Alaba. Those are the people that are driving the economy, right? And now these people, they are not even safe. They go to work, they are scared. Any small thing, they run for their dear life. Everybody is afraid, everybody's terrified in Nigeria, right? And this is what's been going on for so long right now. And it is time for people to start asking themselves, how long will they live in a situation like this? A situation of constant fear. A situation of constant fear where everything has to be put on a pedestal of, oh, we need God. We need to ask God to protect us. Because the government is not doing anything. The government has delegated its responsibility of security to God. And that is where we have a problem. We need to ask ourselves, how long can we continue like this as a country? And that's why a lot of people are saying that Nigeria needs to break up, because as it is right now, it cannot stand. Now, this is a Plateau lawmaker, wife and kids escaped death. PDP world chairman and woman leader were killed as gunmen attacked the convoy. Can you see what is going on? Are you all seeing what is happening? Does this look normal to you? Does this look normal to you? A Plateau these are lawmakers that have family, that have security. They are the ones escaping death, right? They're the ones being killed by gunmen. So you think about it. What else do you think is happening? If not for the fact that there is actually a conspiracy by these terrorists to wipe out people and take over the land and turn Nigeria into an Islamic country, into an Islamic state. And not just those peaceful Islamic states. They want to turn Nigeria into the type of Islamic state that Afghanistan is right now. The Taliban, those wicked set of Islamic people. Because there are different types of Islamic people. There are those that believe in live and let live. There are those that believe in, if you don't convert to what we believe in, we'll cut your head off. That is exactly what they are doing in Nigeria right now. The wicked set of Islamic, people who believe in their own, they're the ones that are coming right now to Nigeria. Thank you, Susan Mount, for being on our show today. So that's exactly what's going on. So let's not deceive ourselves. These people are here now. They are currently in Nigeria. These terrorists are currently in Nigeria, and they are already taking positions, waiting for the right time to strike and destroy things. And we have to ask ourselves, are you ready to protect yourself? Are you ready to ensure that your family is safe? Because even lawmakers that have security personnel, they're not safe. They're not safe. These people have security personnel and they're not safe. So ask yourself, are you ready? If anything happens right now, can you protect your family? Can you protect your wife? What is your plan? Because even the pastors that you are praying with and are praying for you, some of these pastors already have their plan B. Nigeria, as it stands right now, has been hijacked by terrorists, and Britain is truly in a love affair with terrorist sponsors and terrorists. Susan Mount said that, and that's perfect example of what's going on. Nigeria has been taken over by terrorists. The whole idea is that they want Nigeria to collapse so that they will go in and take over what's left of Nigeria, the oil, the gold, the people. Because when Nigeria collapses, there will be an immigration crisis. And that immigration crisis will require this international community to absorb some of these Nigerians, right? And when that happens, the economy of Nigeria will collapse and it'll be a free for all. And then any external government can go in there and take the resources of Nigeria without any form of sanction, because there's no economy anyways. And that is what's going on. I want you all to know that this is the trick that's happening. We all have to be ready and prepared. Now, this is another story of how terrorists, they keep calling them bandits because they don't want to offend them. But these people that you're not trying to offend, they're the ones killing you. Bandits threaten to marry off 21-year-old woman if the parents fail to pay a 1.7 million naira ransom. Can you imagine? These terrorists they are threatening now to marry their victims off if they don't get ransom. That's what's happening. These people know what they're doing. They know that Nigeria is a free for all. The West knows Nigeria is a free for all. Even these terrorists know that Nigeria is a free for all. They've shown it countless times. They've brought down their planes. These terrorists have brought down Nigerian Air Force planes. They've brought down naval. They've gone to naval commands. They've shut the place off. They've been to the barracks. They're not afraid of these people. These terrorists are not afraid of the military of Nigeria. They know that if they come on them one-to-one, hand-to-hand combat, they will not survive. They will not stand it. So, the Nigerian government, Susan Mount said that same with the U.S. Department, they know terrorists sponsoring Nigerian governments for giving terrorists while slaughtering innocent people. Yet, they are selling weapons to terrorist Nigerian government. They know, because at the end of the day, they want these weapons to go into the hands of the wrong people. Yes, they want these weapons to go into the hands of wrong people, so that when the weapons go into the hands of the wrong people, they can fast track the destruction of Nigeria to the benefit of the West. That's how it is, And Revolutionary Way said, right now, the UK is sending migrants to Rwanda. At the end, this UK government must be held accountable. The truth of the matter is that we must be the ones to hold these people accountable before we even start waiting for anybody else to hold these people accountable. Because we must understand that there's a big conspiracy against the Black people. It's not even enough that people say, oh, they are conspiring against the Igbo people, they're conspiring against Biafrans. No, there's a conspiracy against the Black people. If you are a Black person, there's a conspiracy against you. As if it's just the way it is. Even the African Americans will give you their own share of their story. The people that are living in America, the Africans are living, they will tell you their own share of the story. There's a conspiracy against the Black people. Right now, we're seeing what's happening in Nigeria, because most of us are from there. Most of us were born there. But we're now seeing what's happening with the Biafran people, with the Oduduwa people, and with the silence of the West because of what's going on. Do you think if Nigeria was Ukraine, or Nigeria was one of these European countries, do you think Biafrans will not be getting international news? Biafran's story will be on the international news every single day, because even CNN, they love bad news. All these BBC and Fox, they love bad news. But why are they not even showing the bad news coming from Nigeria? Because that's the way it is. There's a conspiracy. So we have to be our own news channel. So while we are waiting for somebody to hold anybody accountable, we must also be ready to speak up on what's going on. We will be the ones to hold them accountable. We will be the ones to tell them exactly what they're doing is not right in their faces. We're not going to wait for another white man to go out and say it in any platform before we believe it. So there's so many things that we have to do. But by the time we get what we are looking for, hopefully, if it's Biafra for some people, if it's Oduduwa for some people, by the time that we get it, we hopefully will live up to the expectation of the men and women that have died for this cause. Right? We hopefully will live up to the expectations. And hopefully, as Revolutionary Way said, it says that I propose that when Biafra is restored, we and the UK should have no foreign relations in terms of trade and funding. Let's see how that goes. Because at the end of the day, we forget. People forget easily. We forget. You never know. I don't know. I don't know who's going to be in the leadership of Biafra when Biafra comes. But again, all of these things are all political, situations. We can decide to do that by ourselves and say, yes, this is what we propose. But let's tell ourselves the truth. Are we going to keep waiting and waiting to make somebody emotional to have mercy on us? We don't meet the criteria. That's the truth. We don't meet the criteria. If we as Black people met the criteria, we would have gotten help a long time ago. A long, long time ago. But unfortunately, we don't meet the criteria. We're not as important to the West as we think we are. Sometimes Black people, especially Black people in Nigeria, in Africa, we think, oh, the West, they don't really care. They will move on. They will move on. The economy, we keep the Nigerian politician, we keep sending them money to hide. The Nigerian politician will still loot the money meant for the people, send it over to the UK, over to the US for them to keep for them. They know this game. They know everything that's going on. At the end of the day, I'm more concerned about the people on ground, the people that are considered dispensable. Those are the ones that need to come together and be united to protect themselves. Thank you, Susan Mount. She says, I care and I will never give up. We have allies amongst us that care about the situation going on in Nigeria, care about the situation going on in Biafra, and want a peaceful region. We need a peaceful region, because if Nigeria collapses and is taken over by the Boko Haram, by the ISWAP, and by all these other terrorist organizations, believe me, that is it. That is it. If they get Nigeria, they will get other parts of West Africa. And that is when, by the time it starts spreading, that is when the other African countries will not get the memo that they need to support what the Biafrans have been supporting. Now, we know that the IPOB organization, they came up with the Eastern Security Network to fight against this terrorist group coming down south, coming down east. They came up with the Eastern Security Network. Now we are seeing other governors, even some governors have been telling their citizens, like Governor of Benue State, the Governor of Benue State, Governor Autumn, has been telling his people to rise up and take up arms. This is a governor to protect themselves, because these Fulani terrorists, they don't follow religion, they don't follow anything. All they follow is take over the land, control this place. It's God's gift. You are the one that have been assigned to take over this land. That is their mindset. If you want to fight an enemy, the first point of battle is fighting his mindset. If you can get your enemy's mind and you can destroy his mind, you have won that enemy. The Fulani man already knows the mindset that he wants to go in and get the land that belongs to the people of Biafra, the people of Oduduwa. They already know their strategy. But the people themselves must remember not to fight themselves. If the Igbo people are fighting against the Igbo people, that will only open the door for more attacks. It's as simple as that. We have to remind ourselves that we have to come together to protect ourselves from the evil that is coming at us. Rather than selling our brothers for a piece of bread, we must rather protect our brother, protect our loved ones, protect our sisters, and bring out what's going on, in that location, and tell the world. That's what I'm doing today. We have to stay united. We must never give up. We must keep fighting. All right. So that's one of the stories I wanted to talk to you about. See, they're already selling. This is a business. It's buying and selling. Now, this is human trafficking. This is human trafficking that they're involved in, but you will never hear anything about this. When they catch these people now, they will forgive them and they will reinstate them back into society. And that is how the government keeps moving on. So, ladies and gentlemen, I just wanted to let you all know that there is a serious problem going on in Nigeria right now. All right? Most people don't know this, but the Nigerian government is complicit. It is playing its own role in ensuring that there is no peace and unity in Nigeria. It is also playing its own role in destroying and destabilizing the regions of Nigeria. And one of those main regions is the Southeast region. the region that is held and controlled by the Biafran people. But I'm also coming out today just to remind everyone that please, please, and please do not join the enemy in killing your own brothers. It will not go well with you. Do not join the enemies in killing your own sisters. It will not go well with you. We must all stay united. We must all stay focused and determined to ensure that at the end of the day, we get our liberation. All the Igbo people are fighting for is freedom, liberation, freedom to exercise how, they exercise the way, the manner at which they want to live their life. So let us wake up from this slumber and let us remind ourselves that we have the power to make a change in our hands, if only we decide to do so. We have the power to make a change in our hands. We have the power to speak up, and we should not only speak up when evil comes from the people that we want it to come from. So some people want the evil to come from IPOB, so that they'll say, "Oh yes, it's IPOB that's doing it." And when that happens, they blow it into proportion and be like, "Yeah, it's IPOB." But when the problem is coming from the government, and they can see clearly the conspiracy by the government to silence people, to punish people for crimes they didn't commit, to put people down, we need to speak up about that too, because these are our own people. So right now, we just want to say, rest in peace to those that have died in Olu. We pray that the government of the world puts an eye into what's happening and stop acting like these things don't exist. And great job to everybody who's posting videos and audio was what's happening in Olu, because that's the only way we can document this for purposes, for whatever purpose that what we decide we want to use it for. So thank you everyone for being a part of my show tonight. Thank you, Susan Mount. Thank you, Revolutionary Way. I really appreciate all of your comments. Very well thought comments. We're going to be in touch again shortly, but please stay in touch. Please comment, like. Remember to follow us on social media, on Facebook, Instagram. The Chrisland issue is another issue entirely. I don't even want to go into that, because it's just a mess. But we will continue talking about what's happening in the southeast of Nigeria and what's going on in Nigeria as a whole. But please, as I always say, please stay safe, protect yourself, protect your family. Do not be out at night doing unnecessary things. Please be home with your family, and please tell the people that you love them. Tell the people that you love them. Life is very fickle. Don't be doing hard man, or hard woman. Hug your loved ones. Kiss your loved ones. Tell them you love them. Let them know you love them. Because, today we might be here, and tomorrow we may not be here. So please, I love you all. Thank you all for standing firm with the leadership standard. We'll be here again soon shortly. Thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful Tuesday, wonderful day. God bless you all. Love you.